Thank you so much. My name is Rebecca Meir, as Susanna just kindly introduced me, and I'm so glad to be joining you today. I've been tuning in to sessions the past 2 days and just want to express my gratitude for both the Games for Change Festival organizers in coordinating such a phenomenal event virtually, and everyone attending the festival asking great questions in the chat and bringing your enthusiasm and best selves to the conversation. So I'm a director of digital product management at the Ad Council, and our youth mental health campaign, Seize the Awkward, partnered with Guild Wars 2 to raise awareness about how friends can help and support one another through hard times. During this year's friendship celebration, Guild Wars 2 produced a unique Seize the Awkward t-shirt that players could redeem for their in-game characters to wear. Those shirts sparked authentic and vulnerable discussions about mental health and are a great case study in the power of social cause gaming partnerships. The Ad Council is the only organization that uses communications to solve social issues at scale. We are committed to strengthening the health, education, and safety of people living in the United States. Our model, where we work closely with creative agencies pro bono and media partners who provide donated media space, amplifies our partners' reach and investment and maximizes our collective social good impact. In 2016, we launched a Game for Good initiative where we partner with gaming industry leaders and drive awareness and engagement for our campaigns. For each partnership, we determined together with the game publishers which social issues and campaigns would resonate most with their audience. In the case of our Seize the Awkward campaign, our goal is to empower young adults, specifically 16 to 24-year-olds, to help their friends who are struggling with mental health issues and who may be at risk for suicide. Suicide is the second leading cause of death among young adults, and for every youth suicide, it is estimated that 100 to 200 previous attempts were made. Young adulthood is a critical time in a person's life, when they may experience great stress from multiple life changes like leaving high school, moving away from home, beginning college. It's also a time when mental health issues frequently emerge, and despite effective treatment options, there are often long delays between the first appearance of symptoms and when people go to receive counseling or treatment. In fact, 46% of young adults age 18 to 25 with serious mental illness do not receive counseling or treatment. Seize the Awkward encourages folks to take any opportunity to get talking, because for someone struggling with mental health issues, a friend can be incredibly influential in helping them get the help that they need when they need it. And this generation is really ready to crack open a conversation about mental health. We also encourage vulnerability in discussions about mental health and between friends, so that friends have a safe space to open up and keep following up with each other. To do this, it's important for us to meet folks where they are and to give them the resources to help them understand mental health topics better, and also to model what healthy boundaries look like as they try to navigate those conversations with their friends. Our campaign sponsors, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention and the JED Foundation, help us create resources and facilitate experiences that do just this. And we, the Ad Council, help find opportunities to meet our audience where they are. And that's why we were so excited to partner with Guild Wars 2. They're an MMORPG that is known for its inclusive and supportive community. And we were delighted to bring this campaign and its message to their audience. Each year, Guild Wars 2 celebrates friendships that form within their community. This year, from January 30th to March 2nd, players can visit the in-game gem store to download a free Seize the Awkward t-shirt. The in-game t-shirt was this great visual catalyst for getting the Guild Wars 2 community talking about mental health. And it also happened to be our first in-game integration partnership at the Ad Council. To further support the initiative, NCSoft produced and funded a moving video showcasing real stories of Guild Wars 2 players who have met and supported friends with their mental health, both in and outside of the game. The popular streaming service Twitch donated video and banner ad space in February, and to close out the friendship celebration, representatives from NCSoft, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, Take This, and the wider live streaming community headlined a panel at PAX East, which covered the topic of making and supporting friends via online gaming. At every step of the way during this partnership, we made sure to share resources about mental health and supporting friends through our website, susieawkward.org, by directing folks to AFSP or JEDS resources, or the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, and also by encouraging PAX East attendees to lean on the on-site resources provided by Take This, including a really amazing How to Find a Therapist That Works for You guide. I can't stress enough how important providing resources and moderating community discussions is with a partnership like this, and how having guidelines for all partners involved to follow really helped us be responsive to our audience. Both we and the Guild Wars 2 are really happy with the way that their community received and responded to this partnership. 61% of players who logged into the game during the friendship celebration redeemed a t-shirt. It was also the most acquired game during the month of February, and many players continued to have their characters wear the shirt months after the friendship celebration was over. The fact that the shirt was this visible icon that players could wear, share, and use to break the ice encouraged positive interactions in-game and in over 500 posts and 4,000 engagements on social media. The sentiment across various online platforms, Twitter, YouTube, Reddit, blogs, news articles, was all extremely positive. Since we knew Guild Wars 2 players would be reaching out to friends and talking about mental health with their guildmates, we also wanted to encourage them to share stories about their experience on social media. NCSoft shared those posts on their website through a user-generated content aggregator, and they also supported the effort with the Friends Forever and Tyria contest. To enter, players just needed to post their story using the Guild Wars 2 Friendships hashtag, and if they won, NCSoft would create an in-game open world character inspired by the winner and a friend of their choice. We received some really incredible entries that helped show other players in the Guild Wars 2 community what's possible in managing mental health, in sharing stories, and also in helping each other. So I'd like to share a couple stories which exemplify just how powerful gaming communities can be. One person shared how her guild supported her. In my guild, we talk closely about anything and everything. When my dog got critically ill this past summer, my guildmates were ready to support me in any way they could. I was heartbroken and scared of losing my friend. Everyone in the guild knows about my mental illness, and no one has turned me away because of it. They waited patiently for me to be ready to be back in the game. And one of them willingly took the role of dog sitter when I had to go away for a while, even though my dog was still on medication and needed special care. Another person shared how finding Guild Wars 2 actually transformed their perception of their mental health and mental health story. They wrote, "I've been fighting for years against bipolar disorder, anxiety, and depression. Everything was a big mess. I was already in a relationship with my now husband, and during that time, he was always very supportive. My partner always listened to me and my problems and always tried to understand how I felt. He encouraged me to think positively and to try to have fun playing games again. When we found out about Guild Wars 2, after a friend recommended it, we were immediately in love. not only with the game itself, but also the community. This was 6 years ago, and at the time I was going to therapy and feeling so bad about having to take meds. I felt like I was less than everyone else because of it. Nowadays, thanks to being supported by my husband and my Guild Wars 2 friends, I'm encouraged to keep attending therapy and taking my meds. I feel my journey to this day made me grow a lot as a person. Obviously, I still play this game, especially if I can keep doing it with my husband and friends. I'm taking my meds still to this day, and I will probably have to do it for the rest of my life, but I'm okay with that. I'm happy because I realize that depression can be overcome if you keep fighting hard enough, and I achieved that. I love how Guild Wars was a big part of all this. Some people say that video games makes you violent. Well, I have to say that's not the case. It helped me to make myself feel better and to carry on doing the things I enjoy and to find peaceful moments when my head couldn't let me do so. Let's fight that stigma and help others to heal through nice and fun moments. Mental health exists, it does matter, and most importantly, you can beat depression. We want to keep these conversations going within the gaming community, and we are currently planning our next partnership with Guild Wars 2. We are experimenting with ways to break the ice both in-game and virtually beyond the game. In addition to bringing the t-shirt back, NCSoft is developing a special Seize the Awkward potion that players can use to let other folks know they're available to talk and support anyone struggling with their mental health. You can see a sneak peek on the slide here. We plan to launch this next partnership in September for Suicide Prevention Month, so keep your eyes peeled and follow us if you'd like updates. On a final note, I do want to acknowledge how tremendously we've all been impacted by the coronavirus pandemic. Especially now, it's crucial that young adults check in with their friends. Recent Ad Council COVID-19 research shows that compared to older adults, young people report feeling more negative emotions such as isolation and depression related to COVID-19. For young adults, dealing with the stress and anxiety during coronavirus may feel overwhelming. They might not have the same feelings as their classmates, coworkers, neighbors, family members, or others in their community. And it's important to know that's okay because everyone reacts differently to stressful situations. We do have resources available at seizetheawkward.org to help young adults manage their mental health and help their friends during the coronavirus pandemic. And I encourage you to use and share those because we're all in this together. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. I'm happy to answer any questions you have and continue the conversation in the Resilience Q&A room. See you there.